reversal, typically I find that these entrepreneurs, like myself, we will sacrifice some profit margin. I would recommend that most of you should be picking this movement marketing. Most of you should be picking launch, grow, scale a profit maximizing business with movement marketing.
So he's talking about both of these two bases here, and they're just key. You got to have this marketing, you got to have money, and you got to have a war chest.
But Pedro, I want to do a movement-based business. That's great. I understand that. I love those. I have one of those. But when you look back on my journey into being a movement maker, I didn't start out with a movement-based business. I actually got started using movement marketing in my purely for-profit business. And that's how I got revenue. That's how I put myself in a place of strength financially. That's how I built up reserves and had built up my cash. So I had a war chest of funds and resources and confidence and security financially. And then it was that allowed me to go step into a movement-based business. So for some of you, we've been talking about high levels, taking a stand for these causes and passions that you care a lot about. And therefore, for many of you, even though we got you kind of, I maybe got you to freedom in the promised land, who is problem aware. They know they have a problem. They know they want to lose 20 pounds. They gained 10 pounds during COVID. They know they want to lose it. They know they got. You take them from where they are, from the problem they have. You lead them through a process, through a path, to a place where their problem is solved and the result is achieved. Guys, people spend money for results. People want to buy results, buy.
That's the key, is people do want results. They don't want to spend money on where they don't think they're going to get results. If you can show them how to get results, they're going to spend some money.
You're saying, Pedro, that's not true about me. Well, probably is not true about you because we're entrepreneurs. We tend to be more wired for success and achievement.
Here's using ClickFunnels and ClickFunnels Hacker.
Is this a movement only? No, it's not a movement only. In my opinion, it's not. It's not a movement only because Russell had the software first. In my opinion, and again, I know Russell, but like these are my thoughts. Russell had ClickFunnels first. And then he's like, okay, how do I sell more people on ClickFunnels? I got it. I have to come up with a movement. I have to make this into a movement. Okay. So what happened? Russell had a business and a piece of software. And then he decided to use movement marketing. I would say ClickFunnels is I'm not even sure it's a movement-based business. Even though I know Russell invests big time into impact and charities, is very generous. He's very big about impact.
Move on.
I can bet you this, if you've been a little confused at times over the last few days, or maybe for the last weeks or months or years about your business, I'm gonna guess it's because maybe you haven't wrestled for the words to describe this who. Remember, my first who. It was 55 and up females in a certain city, county that had a certain amount of assets, and I can tell you more about them. They were conservative in nature, not conservative politically, but they were not big risk takers. So that's the people I was talking to. That was my who then. So I knew them very well. I could describe them to you. So how clear are you about the who that you can or should be serving now? Not in a year or in 3 years. Guys, 4 years ago, I never knew I'd be the challenge guy. I never knew I'd be helping some of my heroes map out challenges. I was just trying to do a good job for what was in front of me at that time. Healthy grieving. But she's clear about that, guys. Super clear. You got to be consulting. And the people that have had that time with me, let me just say, you're going to see some of them tomorrow. For some, it was worth tens of thousands. For some, it was worth hundreds of thousands. And there are some people you will meet tomorrow, Friday, and all weekend long, who that time of with me, helping them map out their challenge, has actually meant millions of dollars to them.
Okay, we're going to end it here. You need to be clear on who you're serving and how you're serving them, what you're going to do to solve their problems. There's no two ways about that. That's essential. All right, it's Raj Martin from Billings, Montana. We're going to close this thing, leave it there at 6 minutes. This was over an hour long. Just driving down the point home. A lot of these webinars are long. They're over an hour anymore. You don't have the time, but you do need to be clear on who you're serving, how you're serving them, what problems you're solving, and you need to be able to make sure that you can solve their problems, of course, because you can solve their problems. They're going to shell out some money to you so you can solve their problems. Everybody wants results. There are no exceptions to that. No one pays for any amateur status. All professionals solve problems, and that's why they're paid the way they are. It's Raj Martin from Billings, Montana. Good day.